Hello everybody, it's me, Italian Gamer Joe, your favorite Italian streamer. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are, however you happen to be watching tonight. I'm really excited to play a new game, and the new game we're playing tonight is Nancy Drew, Ransom of the Seven Ships Part 1. This is Nancy Drew, Ransom of the Seven Ships Part 1. Intense's Redemption of Hydrate is brought to you by Ice Mountain Water. Guava, we're never escaping Nancy Drew. It's just never gonna happen. Nancy is just always gonna be here. Always. So before we jump into anything else tonight, what I want to do is I want to show a CNN article that is important to talk about. And the CNN article that I'm talking about is... Let me make sure my audio is working, though, before I get started. Okay, yeah, my audio is working. So there's a CNN article that says, "This is why blackface is offensive." As you can see here, I'm going to read a little bit of this article. It says, "It's been nearly 200 years since white performers first started painting their faces black to mock enslaved Africans in minstrel shows across the United States. It was racist and offensive then, and it's still racist and offensive today. Among the recent controversies to erupt over blackface is a photo of Virginia Governor Ralph Norman's..." Okay, so basically it's talking about something that happened recently and how it, I didn't even know that happened. It's crazy. "It depicts one person in blackface and another dressed as a member of..." Oh my gosh. A horrible group. "After initially apologizing for appearing in the photo, they now apologize." He says neither the person in blackface nor the person is dressed. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I can add the link to the chat, sure, if you'd like to read it for yourselves. But I think it's important because what makes this Nancy Drew game very interesting is that it got discontinued back in 2020. It says that blackface isn't just about painting one's skin darker and putting on a costume. It invokes a racist and painful history. The origins of blackface date back to the minstrel shows of the 19th century. White performers darkened their skin with polish and cork, put on tattered clothing, and exaggerated their features to look stereotypically black. The first minstrel shows mimicked enslaved Africans on southern plantations, depicting black people as lazy, ignorant, cowardly, hypersexual, according to the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture. The performances were intended to be funny to white audiences, but to the black community they were demeaning and hurtful. One of the most popular blackface characters was Jim Crow, developed by performer and playwright Thomas Dartmouth Rice. As part of a traveling solo act, Rice was a burnt cork blackface mask and raggedy clothing, spoke in stereotypical black vernacular, and performed a caricatured song and dance routine that he said he learned from a slave, according to the University of the South Florida Library. This is crazy. Though early minstrel shows started in New York, they quickly spread to audiences both in the North and South. By 1845, minstrel shows spawned their own industry. Its influence extended into the 20th century. Al Jolson performed in blackface, The Jazz Singer, a hit film in 1927, and American actors like Shirley Temple, Judy Garland, and Mickey Rooney put on blackface in movies too. The characters were so pervasive that even some black performers put on blackface. Historians say it was the only way they could work, as white audiences weren't interested in watching black actors do anything but act foolish on stage. William Henry Lane, known as Master Juba, was one of the first black entertainers to perform in blackface. His shows were very popular, and he's even credited with inventing the tap dance. Despite Lane's relative success, he was limited to the minstrel circuit for the most of his life. Performed on supper, he eventually died from something as simple as pathetic as overwork. So basically this really, I'll finish the article. "Ignorance is no excuse. In modern discussion over blackface, its racist history is often swept under the rug or shrouded in claims of ignorance. In 2018, segment of Megyn Kelly Today about political correctness and Halloween costumes, the former NBC host said that when she was growing up, it was seen as acceptable for a white person to dress as a black person. But what is racist, Kelly asked? Because you do get in trouble if you are a white person who puts on blackface on Halloween or a black person who puts on whiteface for Halloween. Back when I was a kid, that was okay as long as you were dressing up like a character." Her comments sparked widespread anger. She apologized, but her show was ultimately canceled. White celebrities, college students, and even elected officials have made similar claims of ignorance over the past current controversies involving blackface. But NMAAHC is clear on this. Minstrelsy comedic performances of blackness by whites in exaggerated costumes and makeup cannot be separated fully from the racial derision and stereotyping at its core. So I do find this very interesting to read about, and I honestly did not have a lot of knowledge about this. So I did a little bit of research from this, and it's really sad to see just how people were so just not, I mean, reading that, it sounded like people were just very like innocent, like ignorant about it, but I mean, it's just sad. It's just really, really sad. Guava says we can't escape Nancy Drew. You should add the link to the chat. The Candy Girl says hello. Ariel, welcome on in, Candy Girl. Guava says, oof, a lot of that stuff is connected to minstrelsy. We don't real exactly. Hey Pedro, welcome in. So I'm hoping that tonight's stream of Nancy Drew, Ransom the Seven Ships can serve as a conversation to talk about racism in video games and what's not okay for video game development, and for video game character development. Nancy Drew, Ransom of the Seven Ships was discontinued back in 2020 for its racist portrayal of blackface. There was a character in the game named Johnny Rool, who is a white man using blackface to disguise himself as a black person, and the game got discontinued in 2020 for that reason. After having many conversations in the Nancy Drew communities, spawned across many streamers and even the Nancy Drew Clue crew, it's been a very heated topic, and I think the general conclusion that I've seen a lot of people come to is this kind of content should not be erased from history. It should be a good conversation starter for people to look at this content and be able to have conversations about what is not okay for this specific medium. Because if you just, if you don't show these things, then they become erased from history, and then history is bound to repeat itself. So I think it's important, and we're getting a raid. Where'd my sunglasses go? All right, let me get ready for this raid. Welcome on in, Monster Minty and Monster Minty's community. I hope you're all having a lovely evening. It is I, Italian Gamer Joe. We are here tonight playing Nancy Drew, Ransom of the Seven Ships. Minty, thank you so much for bringing your community here to hang out with us. I hope you're having a lovely evening, and it's really nice to see you. Minty's like, hi, Hubband. It's nice to see you too. How are you? You were playing Dead by Daylight dating sim. Ooh. You know what's funny? I was on Steam, and as I was scrolling through Steam, I was like, wait, this is real? This is real? This can't be real, but apparently it is. How is it though? Minty, how is it? And also, Guava, thank you for gifting a tiered 1 sub to Starslight Amore. Enjoy the Italian Gamer Joe emotes and the ad-free viewing and much more. Minty, I hope that you had a great time playing the Dead by Daylight dating sim. It looks really funny. It looks really, really funny. And is it official? Like, is it an official game from the creators? It is so incredibly unexpected. That's amazing. That is amazing. It is so funny and meta and a mess. Oh, that's amazing. I wish that I was more of a Dead by Daylight fan, because if I was, I would totally be excited for that. And I just, maybe that'll be like my jumping point into Dead by Daylight. Like maybe playing the dating sim will be my jumping point to play the game and to actually like consider like playing the actual game. But I love that. I love when like major game companies release like spin-off games that are connected to the main game and serve as like lore or just like being a satire that may or may not be connected. I think it's cute. Mr. Minty says the dating sim is very not the same as the actual game, but it's such a thing. Is it That's awesome. That's awesome. Guava says Pokemon dating game when? Well, that's the one reason why I'm getting Pokemon Violet. The professor in Pokemon Violet looks amazing. Like, he looks hot. Monster Minty, though. That's awesome. Monster Minty. Nancy Drew dating game when? I know, right, Guava? I wish. That'd be so cool. Honestly, though, I want to see Nancy. I want to see Ned in a Nancy Drew game. Like, I've been waiting for so long to see Ned in a Nancy Drew game. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But anyway, peeps, for those of you that are here, go give Monster Minty a follow. He's an amazing streamer, and his content is just wonderful. His Twitch avatar is adorable, and he created it all himself. So, like, to see someone so passionate about, like, 3D modeling and animation, it's such a cool thing. And he also focuses on such, like, chill streams and chill content. So if you're looking for someone to hang out with that's, like, very, very chill, then go check out Monster Minty. It's like it's minty fresh. You've probably gotten that before, but yeah. Amazing streamer, amazing safe space, and, like, just his content is just wonderful. And we always love having you here, Minty, so thank you so much for coming in tonight. But yeah, we're gonna get started and get ready to jump back in, but I'm gonna go back to my main chatting, and we're gonna just have a little chat. We're gonna have a little, oops, I just punched my monitor. We're gonna have a little chat. Okay. Orion Tyra says she would always date one of the Hardy boys. Yeah, she had a thing for Frank Hardy. It was a thing for Frank Hardy. All right, so before we get started with Nancy Drew Ransom of the Seven Ships, I'm just going to reiterate again that this game was canceled in 2020 due to its racist content in the game. There was a character in the game named Johnny Roll. He is a white man in disguise as a black person. And the game was canceled because of its portrayal of blackface. After talking to many Nancy Drew community members and having deep Clue Crew discussions, a lot of people seem to have the same conclusion, which is that it's important to be able to show some of this content because it's one of those things where if you remove something from history completely, then what's stopping others from repeating history again? There needs to be some kind of conversation or topics that talk about maybe what not to do in video games, or just in general, to showing that, like, this kind of content is not okay and needs to be talked about. So I think it's important that we do show this game and that we do talk about it, because it's a good starting point to have deep conversation. Monster Minty says already, I hate to rain and dash, but end up having no problem. Minty, hope you have a great night, and thank you for coming in and bringing your community here. Mwah, thank you so much. On the flip side of it, though, on the flip side of all this context, this is the very first Nancy Drew game to showcase Bess as a fully animated character, George as a fully animated character, and has continuity from Nancy Drew Curse of Blackmore Manor. It has continuity from Nancy Drew Haunting of Castle Malloy, and it has continuity from various other Nancy Drew games in the series. It has continuity from Nancy Drew Stay Tuned for Danger. This Nancy Drew game in specific, Ransom of the Seven Ships, is connected to many other Nancy Drew games in the series. So I think what's disappointing about, like, Her Interactive taking this game down is that it kind of crushes that continuity a little bit, and Her Interactive is just going to have to either retcon some of it or figure out what they're going to do, because Nancy Drew Warnings at Waverly Academy, the following game after this, shows Dread Isle, the island that Nancy went to in the previous game. So if they discontinue Ransom of the Seven Ships, then, like, players are gonna see that from Warnings at Waverly Academy and be like, wait, what is this? Who are these people? So it's kind of a weird continuity situation, and I'm hoping that, like, tonight's stream and future streams of Ransom of the Seven Ships can serve as as an answer to many Nancy Drew questions. If, let's say, for example, you're a new Nancy Drew player, or maybe you played Ransom in this past and you don't own it anymore, maybe this can serve as an answer to a lot of your questions for what happened in the continuity, what happened in this specific game. And then I'm also hoping that this stream can serve as a talking point for racism in video games and what's not okay. Guava's like, it'll be like how Nancy casually references random mysteries in her past yeah, right, Guava, in the Diaries series. But yeah, so why don't we get started? I'm looking forward to playing this, and I remember, so by the way, this game is not on Steam anymore. It has a Steam store page. It was released July 21st, 2009. I was a freshman in high school when this game first came out. I was a freshman in high school. And yeah, like I said, it unfortunately got taken down. It says here, at the request of the publisher, Nancy Drew, it's no longer available on Steam, but it's still, but if you already own the game, then you still can play the game if you already own it. The only other way to receive copies of this game is to purchase the game, the physical CD version of the game. Nancy. The physical CD version of the game on Amazon or eBay, or any place you can find that specific version of the game. I have not seen any, like, I know, like, there's a website you can go to, what's it called? Archived Games or something like that. There's a website you can go to that has, like, archived copies of games, and I have yet to see it on there. But, like, there are versions of the game that are out there that are CD copies, and I think but I've not seen any English versions of the game on the archive websites. So I don't know where to find that, but if you are interested in playing this game, or maybe perhaps using the game as like a case study, or for whatever reason to talk about racism in video games, this could be, I mean, there are ways to find it, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump back in.
Drew, this is my... Leave it to Bess to enter an online sweepstakes and wind up winning a 5-day vacation in the Bahamas. Naturally, she invited her cousin George and me to go with her, and naturally we said yes. As luck would have it, Dad and I have to go to a father-daughter banquet on the day the vacation begins, which means I'm going to have to arrive a day late. But the ecotourism resort where we're staying sounds very cool, and the island is so remote you can only get there by float plane. White sand beaches, turquoise waters, and tropical sunshine. Here we come.
So the mask right here is from Phantom of Venice, and the doll right here is from Nancy Drew, The Haunting of Castle Malloy. So just to give you context, The Haunting of Castle Malloy was the previous game in this from this series, and then before that was Phantom of Venice. So we have the mask was from here, from Carnivale, and then the doll you saw was from Nancy Drew, The Haunting of Castle Malloy. And naturally, you have a mystery to solve. Exactly. So we're going to go ahead and take the plane ticket and get ready. Junior detective, as always. So Nancy is from Chicago. She is from Chicago. Haunting of Castle Malloy is a really good Nancy Drew game. Guava, when I go back and play the games on Senior Detective as robot Nancy Drew, you can watch it too.
Red Isle.
It looks so small.
It takes you a while to get anywhere down there on foot, I can tell you that. Unless you're super athletic.
How often do you fly charters out here?
Your two friends, the ones I flew out here yesterday?
Oh, really?
They were my first
You're right,
passengers
Katie girl.
in weeks.
Pretty isolated, huh?
Granted, a lot of these places shut down during the summer on account of hurricanes. But even when it's not storm season, I guarantee you, that island down there is pretty much a ghost town.
Okay, so I have a random question. You would think that the pilot would stay with Nancy, but the pilot doesn't stay.
There's George. Hi, slow down. I'm not going anywhere.
Hey, hold on.
George?
Stop. No, don't.
There's George, by the way.
No, come back. Come back.
George?
Again, you would
What's
think
wrong? What are you doing?
the pilot left his fridge
I was
open,
trying
right?
to stop him. We need help.
Why? What's happened?
Bess has been kidnapped. And when I woke up this
Oh,
Excuse me, George.
morning, Bess's bed hadn't been slept in, and there was no sign of her. She never came back from going to watch the sunset. Here's the note the Gibsons left. I knew I should have gone with her, but I was just so tired. This is all my fault.
It is not your fault, George. The Gibsons, they're the people who own the resort?
Yes, but there's no sign of them either.
Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, that's how the game starts. By the way, in 2009, I was a freshman in high school, and when Her Interactive dropped the trailer for this game, oh my gosh, I think I watched it like a million times, and I tried dissecting every little piece of the trailer when I was watching it. Her Interactive does a really good job with making Nancy Drew game trailers, and oh my gosh, I spent so much time trying to like look into this trailer and look into everything. And I remember asking for this game so badly, and I got it at Best Buy. And I was just so happy. I was so happy. The trailers are so good. The trailers are amazing. Gosh, this is like, I mean, again, like I was a kid when I played this, and it was really like, I was really excited to see who kidnapped Bess. Welcome on in, Nerdy Horse Girl. Hey, cuz. Nice to see you, cuz. Bess, George, and Nancy, welcome to Dread Isle. We apologize for not being here to greet you. We've taken the boat out as conditions for deep-sea fishing are better than they've been in months. We'll be back by morning, but please make yourselves at home in the meantime. And you absolutely must take the golf cart out to Sangre Beach to watch the sunset. It will take the most magnificent thing you ever seen. We guarantee it. The Gibsons.
And here's the note I found from the kidnappers. They obviously knew you were coming.
It sure looks that way.
Nancy,
Wonder who
sorry.
El Toro is.
He was the Spanish captain of a fleet of 7 ships that sank near Dread Isle about 300 years ago. There's something about him in those books over there.
Nancy, we've got your friend. To get her back unharmed, you need to do something for us. Find El Toro's treasure. But first, you have to follow directions to something else that's buried. If you're as smart as they say, you'll find this in no time. Go to Shark Cove and follow 15 men to a dead man's chest. Each object tells you how many paces to walk in the direction opposite to it. This chart tells you how much further to walk. Once you get to your destination, dig in front of your feet. I know, right, Guava? Also, like, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it because, you know, it's this game is discontinued anyway. To make one person the culprit in this game, I find highly annoying. Like, I don't think that, like, in my opinion, what they should have done is they should have separated Johnny Roll and separated the Australian guy as 2 separate characters. And like, in the beginning, you meet Johnny Roll, and then halfway through the game, you meet the Australian guy. Like, they should have just separated it instead, and I'm disappointed that they didn't do that.
Have you seen anyone else on the island at all?
No, but then we really didn't have time to explore yesterday because we arrived so late, and I've been in here ever since I found that ransom note. I've been trying to get this satellite phone to work so we can call for help. So far, no luck. I feel so useless.
You can do it, George. Just keep at it. In the meantime, I'm going to look around. Maybe go out to this Sangre Beach place.
Bess took the only golf cart that worked. That one that's still here needs water or something. Anyway, keep me posted.
Okay, so here we are in the lobby of the hotel. And what you're seeing here is basically it's an ecotourism resort, so they try not to They try to be more minimalistic when it comes to like how they design things. But as you can see here, it's a very, very minimalistic resort. I kind of wish that there was more to explore and more to see because they do a really good job at like animating this place. And I really do wish they could have done more, but all you really have is the front of the resort, the shark diving ecotourism resort here. I do love the little animations and like the sun deck chairs. It is really cute. Gunkle says, did you say you were a freshman in 2009? Hey, Gunkle Gamer, welcome on in. Can we get a shout out for Gunkle Gamer, please? Yeah, I saw you Gunkle, I saw you going live playing Dead Space. How was it? But yeah, I do love the palm trees and the animation. You know, one thing I do hate, though, is that you can clearly go left, but they don't let you go left. They only let you go right towards, like, the golf shack part here in the back. Also, they did a really, what was his LOL? That was like my second year back in Australia. One thing I do like too about what they did here is if you look at the Photoshop they do with the 3D, you can see the ocean and then like the planted palm trees. They do a lot of Photoshop 3D. Like, they do a lot of Photoshopped 3D in here, and I think it's really clever. It's really, really clever how they do it. But that's pretty much all we get. We get this part of the resort. You go inside, you get this, like, lobby, which has... I do like the decorations, though, and everything, like the palm trees and the animations. They even advertise a sauna, but we can't even go to the sauna. Like I said, I really, really wish they would have added more to the game in terms of like a resort feeling, because this does not feel like, it feels incomplete. We also have a bird character right here.
Stranger danger, stay back!
It's okay. My name's Nancy Drew. What's your name?
Cuckoo's my name, talking's my game.
Cuckoo. That's weird. You look just like this bird I met in England named Lulu.
Grandma Lulu, pretty bird, Grandma Lulu.
So Lulu, Nerdy Hershko says Glee's a great show. Yeah. Star's Redemption of Hydrate is brought to you by Ice Mountain Water. Thank you.
You like being here all by yourself?
Cuckoo want fruit! Monkey see, monkey do, cuckoo want fruit! Monkey see, monkey do, cuckoo want fruit!
The king girl's like, where's the avocado?
It freaked out like that with me, too. Probably tired of eating birdseed.
Cuckoo want fruit.
You've made that painfully clear. I'll see what I can do.
So yeah, Pedro, to answer your question, Nancy Drew games are 3D environments. So the engine they use, I don't know what engine it is specifically. It's like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's an engine that's proprietary. They made a proprietary 3D engine, and the way it works is that it's a full 3D environment that you're like walking around in. Like, it's, like I said, full 3D. But what they do is they have Nancy walk around the environment by checking what scene you're in, and like, because they have a bunch of camera objects, and like what happens is that it checks which scene you're in, and it populates the hotspots depending on which scene you're in dynamically. So like, this is a camera object, this is a camera, this is a camera, this is a camera, and it tells you which camera to go to next. So basically, like, it's just taking you to different cameras throughout the game. And that's how the game, like, at least that's my assumption. I'm not for certain, but if I had to guess, that's what I think it is. I think it's just a bunch of camera objects that Nancy is teleporting to when she plays. When the player clicks. Candy Girl says next to her purse butter. Just use the static cameras. Yeah, poor Pookie. Can we just, oh my gosh, just drown them. It's so mean. It's like a bunch of 3D images like Google Maps Explore. Yeah, kind of. But, like, Nancy really is... This really is a 3D environment. Like, we really are inside a 3D world. Like, for example, Story Retold, a.k.a. Kalina, she used to work at Her Interactive. And in Nancy Drew Labyrinth of Lies, the Greek game, the Greek museum game, they uploaded their environment to Unity, and they actually made Nancy walk around seamlessly in the environment. And, like, okay, whatever engine they used, like, I wish they would have turned off, like, okay, so you know how, like, first-person games sometimes have the bobbing, where it, like, tries to emulate, like, walking, so the camera bobs like this. It, like, bobs. So, like, when Story Retold uploaded that video to the Her Interactive page and showed everyone how a 3D game would look, she uploaded it with the bobbing feature enabled, where the character kind of like bobs when they walk, kind of like a wobble. And people were like, oh, I'm getting camera sick, I'm getting like seasick, and everyone hated it. Everyone hated it. Everyone's like, this is going to be the new Nancy Drew engine, this sucks, because I'm getting seasick. So, like, I wish Story Retold would have, like, talked to someone about that. I mean, I don't think she knew, but, like, everyone hated it. And, like, what people don't realize is that you can turn that off. You can turn the camera bobbing off. Like, you can seamlessly walk through an environment without the bobbing camera. And it wasn't her fault, obviously. It's the fault of, like, the engine, and whoever, like, created that video, I think, should have also, like, noticed that, or, like, or maybe she could have taken it down and re-uploaded one without the bobbing. But, yeah, it's sad. Glove was like, I always turn it off. I don't like it either. I don't like the camera bobbing either. I don't like that. And if I can turn it off, I will. But, yeah, I mean, these are 3D environments. These are straight up 3D environments.
A sailboat. At least it would be one if it had sails.
So we need a sail for the sailboat. I love the water effects. That's really interesting, Pedro. I didn't know that. So, let's see here. Warning, low water level. Do not use until batteries' water levels are 100%.
Locked. Maybe the Gibsons kept the key at the front desk.
Exactly, Starlight Amore. I agree with you. I agree. I completely agree. Imagine walking like that and you could start to get seasick of your own walk. So these are about various bats and birds and like their frequencies.
Looks like this thing needs a battery. Looks like this needs to be put together.
It's like, looks like this needs a battery. Looks like this needs to be put together. Looks like this goes here. Looks like this goes here. Looks like this goes here. She just keeps saying looks like, looks like, looks like, looks like. Nancy's like, looks like this goes here. They really do it. Oh yeah, 100% Pedro. I agree with you. Oh, they make a huge difference. Huge. All right, let's see if we can get this solved. I love Cuckoo's lines because he just talks about what people say. This smells funny.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Adorable. I think Cuckoo is hilarious. I hate that he wants fruit though, and getting those papayas for him is gonna be a pain later. Getting those papayas for him is gonna be a royal pain. A super royal pain.
Thank goodness they checked out.
Okay, let's see. Can you not do that? We can't do that either. Damn it. Pedro says, you should make a 3D puzzle game like Escape Room. Well, you're in luck. Joe, we need a command or something. I know, we do, Guava. Pedro, I'm making a game called Super Spy Academy, and it's a first-person 3D game. Coming out later this summer in early access. So my plan is to release it in early access to get, like, feedback from players like you. And,
Do not bite your sister.
I'm excited. I'm excited to release it. But I'm still making some like big changes to it because yesterday I pushed up the alpha version of my game for testing, and the Android version was like freaking out. So now I'm like, oh no, what do I do now? So now I'm having like a crisis where I'm trying to fix the Android version of my game because I'm having like a meltdown with it. It's just system meltdown with the Android version of my game. So I'm hoping to get that fixed soon, but we'll see. Gooba, welcome on in. Hope you're having a great day, great evening. Wait, you're Gooba JPEG. I forget we're in the same time zone. Hope you're having a great night.
We're in a tropical paradise.
Thanks for giving the shout out. So, for those of you just arriving in here, we are playing Nancy Drew Ransom of the Seven Ships, and again, just disclaimer, this game does this game does portray racist content, so viewer discretion is advised, and you know, it is a conversation. Okay, let's see. We have one more. How are you, Good One Jetpack? What were you playing recently? You were playing Siberia. Oh, gotta love Kate Walker. Hi, Kate Walker. Everyone always calls Kate Walker by her first and last name. They're like, Kate Walker. And Kate Walker just rolls with it. Like, she doesn't care. She's like, yes, call me Kate Walker. I'm going to stream Siberia one day, and it's going to be a joke playing it. Like, I can't wait to stream it. And when someone ever calls me by my first name, I'll be like, oh, no, you don't. That's not my name. My name is Kate Walker. It's not Walker. It's not. My name is not Kate. It's Kate Walker. There's many interesting applications of technology, and one thing you can... That's amazing, Pedro. Go says to repeat. Coach says, take a walker, Kate. That is really funny, Guava. Cuckoo didn't like it, though, Guava. You're going to have to take it up with Cuckoo. This is so frustrating. I'm starting over, because this is so frustrating. All right, where else can we put this? I'm focusing on the bigger pieces first. Okay, we'll do that just to see how it goes. And like nothing can go here. Oh wait, something can go there. This one. Google says I make Kate run and look and say, look, it's Kate Runner. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Look, it's Kate Runner. That's amazing. Kate Sitter. That is so cool. That's so cool. And Pedro, that is really cool too. It's cool. Thank you for sharing all that. That's awesome.
Thank goodness they checked out.
This is so frustrating. I hate this puzzle. How was Italian Gamer Joe's stream? He spent half the stream putting together batteries. Putting together a whole battery. I always seem to end up with one more piece that I can't connect properly. It's always the one piece I can't connect. Oh my gosh, I think I got it. I think I got it.
That looks
I got
right,
it.
but I still need a battery.
Wait. I thought that was the battery. I love these monkey sounds. Those monkey sounds are adorable. Adorable monkey sounds. I love them. I love them.
Have you got something?
Yeah, the sneaking suspicion that this whole thing, the contest Bess won, the trip here, the note from the Gibsons, I think it was all just a big ploy to capture one or both of you so someone could force me to find this treasure for them.
That's so diabolical. Who would do something like that?
I like how two of Nancy's answers are someone who knows I like solving mysteries and someone who doesn't like me.
Someone who doesn't much like me, maybe?
I get they're both the
Well,
same.
let's see. If we take the number of crooks you've busted in the course of solving a mystery, factor in their friends, relatives, and co-conspirators, and add to that all the people out there who don't much like anyone, we're down to what? Like 1,000 people?
You're right. The only way we're going to find out who it is by finding
jeez.
Bess.
You think the Gibsons are in on it?
No, I don't. My guess is they closed up for a couple of weeks so they could visit the mainland or something. They probably have no idea what's going on.
So, Bess is gone, our cell phones don't work, and we're trespassing. The hits just keep coming.
All right, so Google and Jetpack redeemed a Ranty Drew rant about Ransom of the 7 Ships. So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say
That's
two
all
things.
I got for now.
Good luck.
I'm going to say two things. One, I have a full rant about this game on my YouTube channel. So if you go to my Italian Gamer YouTube channel and you look for my Nancy Drew rant about this game, you can find, I think it's like the top 10 things that this game could have done better. So I recommend going there first, or second, so I can go ahead and rant first. But we'll start now. So one of the things that I think that Nancy Drew Ransom of 7 Ships could have done better, my answer is many things. No, but I think that they could have added a bigger suspect list. If I had to pick one thing, it should have been to add a bigger suspect list. And the reason why I think they should have done a bigger suspect list is because, okay, like for example, separating Johnny Roll and separating the Australian guy. But not only that, I think this game should have been a treasure hunting mystery where all the characters in the game are just various treasure hunters. I think that would have been really, really cool. And I think what they could have done too to make it even more fun is, what's the name of the girl from Sea of Darkness? Is it Daphne? What was her name in Sea of Darkness? The treasure hunter girl. Imagine if she was in this game, and then for continuity purposes, they brought her into Sea of Darkness. Imagine that. Imagine if her debut was in this game, and then they bring her back to Sea of Darkness. Because then that continuity would have worked perfectly, because then she could have called Nancy and been like, hey, I need your help. Remember when you... Dagny. Remember when, like, you helped me find El Toro's treasure in Ransom of the Seven Ships? Now I need your help for a different purpose, finding Magnus. I think that would have been so much better if they would have done that instead, because then it would have made more sense. But basically all I'm saying is, like, they should have just made a bunch of treasure hunters. Johnny Roll, treasure hunter. Dagny, treasure hunter. The Australian guy, treasure hunter. They could have added the Gibsons in the game that are not treasure hunters. But my point is, they should not have made the island remote. They should have made the island filled with people. And one of those people kidnapped Bess. That's what they should have done, in my opinion. Or what they could have done is they could have made the culprit really obvious. They could have given us a culprit at the beginning of the game. So by that, what am I trying to say? Okay, so imagine at the beginning of the game, there's like a yacht here, and inside the yacht is some like dangerous criminal. Or maybe even just make it the guy from Stay Tuned for Danger. My point is, they could have added a yacht in here with a dangerous criminal with a gun or something, and some really burly, muscular men. And the guy in there could be like... Bess could be like, you know, in the bedroom nearby, and you can talk to her through the door or something. And then like Nancy can see Bess, and she can talk to her. And then maybe you can play as Bess, like on the yacht, and you have free roam as Bess, to like interrogate the villain or something. But I think it would be really cool if they did something like that, where the villain is like very evident of who it is at the beginning of the game, and then Nancy has to try to find the treasure and also figure out a plan to stop the villain. So while she's solving the mystery of finding the treasure, she's also trying to figure out how to stop the villain from getting the treasure and then getting Bess back. I think that would have made a much better, more effective mystery, and it would have avoided all this racist nonsense, all this racist stuff that they did, which is horrible. It would have made the game so much better, and you know, they wouldn't have had to deal with what they were doing. Kenny Girl says, Joe, this sounds a bit like the beginning of Spy Fox. Which Spy Fox, though? I don't know which Spy Fox you're talking about. But hey, I mean, like, at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that would have been way more fun than what they were trying to do with this game. Because what they were trying to do with this game is they were trying to make it like the TV show Lost. And Story Retold, in her YouTube video where she picks apart Argo Fump's critiques of this game, she mentions multiple times that the crew of the game that made the game were trying to purposely make it remote like the TV show Lost. They wanted the player to feel like there may or may not be more people on the island. And while I understand that sentiment, it was not executed properly at all. In fact, it was executed horribly because they made it racist. But I really do think that they could have went the other way and then just added 3 or 4 suspects, made the culprit really evident of who it was, and make Nancy and make that the motivation to save Bess, because that way it could have been more dangerous that way and more fun. Okay, Candy Girl, fine, Candy Girl, I'll give it to you. It sounds like Spy Fox. Maybe it's just it's in my subconscious. Gooba says, like, if you're not gonna let us solve who did it, you might as well give us the mystery of how to save Bess. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Goobun Jetpack. I agree with you. I completely agree with you. Like, and for the first time ever in a Nancy Drew game, like, they could do something where the culprit, you already know who did it from the start. And instead of, like, trying to figure out who did it, it's more like figuring out how to get the treasure and then figuring out how to outsmart the culprit while trying to find the treasure. I think that would have made a way more fun Nancy Drew game, and this game probably would have gone down as a more of a fan favorite because of like how different it would have been. But instead they focused on like a different idea, and I don't think it worked very well. Also, for Interactive, hire me as a designer and producer for Nancy Drew games, please, because, you know, please and thank you.
This closet has
You're
a pretty
welcome.
sophisticated lock on it.
Probably to keep out nosy guests.
Also, I can program too. I can program. Okay, let's see. We got it.
Hey, I found some walkie-talkies. We should carry one with us at all times. That way we'll always be in touch. Here.
Thanks. Good idea.
This scuba gear might come in handy. Good thing I'm up to date on my diving certification.
Scuba looks like a triple threat. Yeah.
There's a map in here. That's weird.
What is?
I've solved the case in every spot that's marked on this map.
You think the Gibsons have been keeping tabs on you?
Kinda looks that way.
And I mean,
Probably just a
and like Candy Girl said, that's not the first time a game like that's been created. There have been mysteries, or not even mystery games. There have been adventure games that already do that. Like a lot of stories really are just like recycled stories of the same idea, but just twisted or changed or added a few variables here and there. But I mean, a lot of games do that. Are really just love letters to other games out there. And you can still have a guy secretly being someone else to trick you. Just don't have it be Jamaican character. Exactly. Which we're gonna meet pretty soon. But what I'm gonna do is, we're hitting the 1 hour mark. What I'm gonna do is I am going to do a bathroom break, and we're gonna be right back segment. So while I'm in the bathroom, though, feel free to enjoy my Italian Gamer Joe clips, some iconic clips from my channel. So enjoy that, and then I'll be back very, very soon. So please stay tuned while we get ready, while I go to the bathroom, and enjoy my Be Right Back segment. You go to work or you go somewhere and you're just like, hi. And your coworker's like, what? And you're like, the glasses just fall. You're like, oh crap. You're like, your coworker or your friend is like, what do you want from me? You're just like, 40% off Nancy Drew games until May 31st. Your friend or your coworker is just like, this is ridiculous. Can I sit somewhere else, please? Every day they come in here talking about Nancy Drew, and now they're just giving them to me. No, but seriously, please consider it. And once again, Interactive, thank you very much. I'll be promoting it again later tonight, and please consider it. Thank you very much. Lucy comes back, and Lucy's like, "All right, I got your cookie." And the doll's like, "But where's my grilled cheese?" And Lucy's like, "Wait, no." Wait, I wanted to zoom in on Lucy's face. Okay, Lucy's like, "Wait, when does Starbucks sell grilled cheese?" And the doll's like, "They've always sold grilled cheese. Don't go get it." Lucy's like, okay. 20 minutes later, she comes back, and Lucy's like, I waited in line for 30 minutes at Starbucks because, you know, they didn't have the grilled cheese and they had to make one. And the doll's like, I'm not hungry anymore. The doll just turns around. Lucy's just like, what the fuck? Lucy just goes and she cries. And Sparkly Kiss just rated me with a party of 7. I don't know if anyone can hear the music, but I'm gonna dance to the music. The music that no one can hear. Oh my god. My letters don't jiggle jiggle. They explode. Apple bottom jeans. No. So it's interesting to me that the low. I wonder if the higher rungs play lower notes. I'm curious to know if the higher rungs play lower notes. No. No. Okay, that's the first one. That's the first one. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Wait. Okay, these two have to be flipped. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Esco says Joe's gonna hear his daughter Patricia being a little shit in school, and he's gonna show up like Patricia!
Get it together, sweetie. We have a show this weekend.
Several times there is an Easter egg. How many times do you have to click it? Is this when they teach you start doing Easter eggs? Let's try it. Let's just keep clicking it over and over again. Is there something we have to use on it? Do we have to interact with it a certain number of times? Yeah, like Hi, my name is Lumpy, and I was created by Kyle Jones and Donovan Larson. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. I'm taking a picture of that. I never knew that was a thing. In all of the years that I've played Nancy Drew, I had no idea that was a thing. I wonder if I wonder if they'll come if the employees at Her Interact even know this was a thing. Like if they. All right, let's see. 30 milliliters. Oh no 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 no. New unlocks. I can only imagine what it's gonna be next. Oh my god. You could. You could play. You could play. Play as the dinosaur. You can play as the dinosaur. We gotta flex. I mean, I can't really flex for you because I'm in plaid, but I'm in flannel. But like mosquito. But I can strip for you. I can do a strip tease flex. Italian Gamer Joe's ripping off the flannel. He's like, I'm ready for this. Also, this storyline is just gonna get more and more convoluted as we go. More and more convoluted. Like how Nancy can just be like, who are you? Like, who are you and why are you here? Like, what is your purpose here? Nancy's like, is this Wendy's? Nancy's like, can I get a grilled chicken sandwich with lettuce, tomato, avocado, cheese, and mayonnaise? And Alex is like, Nancy, this is a McDonald's. No, I'm just kidding. Yes! Oh my god! I just did it! Oh my god, I just got another victory royale. Oh my god, I just got another victory royale. Holy shit. I'm telling you all, I am not that good at Fortnite. I am not that good at Fortnite that I got 2 victory royales in. I am not lying. Now you're all like, oh my god, Joe was lying. He got 2 victory royales in Fortnite. Oh, nice. Okay, that was good. I caught it. He's gonna blow me down, though. Maybe. I doubt it if that's just what I thought of. Oh, okay. He's gonna blow me. Yeah, he just blew me. And that sounded very sexual. He just blew me. You know the vine where the kid spins it and the flies directly into the fire? No, I don't. Welcome back, everybody, to the Italian Gamer Joe channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. We are playing Nancy Drew Ransom of the 7 Ships. Also, before I get started, viewer discretion is advised. This game does have... Guava's like, Joe, Amanda says hi. Oh, welcome on in, Amanda's 98 Pandas. Thanks for the lurk. I really appreciate that. What did I miss? Oh, good night, Stars Light and More. Thank you for coming in. Mwah. Also, Amanda just... Did she raid me? Shadow SP and Amanda 98 Pandas raided me. We got 2 raids tonight. Okay. We have two raids. That was 2 raids that we just did that I missed. So we're gonna go ahead and do this raid dance. Welcome on in, Shadow SP and Amanda's 98 Pandas. Thank you so much for the raid and welcome to the Italian Gamer Joe channel. Is I, Italian Gamer Joe, your favorite Italian streamer. Mwah. Mwah. I really appreciate the raid. Thanks for bringing your community in here, Amanda and Shadow SP. I hope you're all having great nights. Welcome on in, Blue Phoenix. So tonight we're playing Nancy Drew. I'm a big Nancy Drew game fan and book fan recently. And we are playing one of the discontinued Nancy Drew games. So, if you're here to hang out with us, then welcome on in. We're going to have some fun. We're going to hang out. And yeah, we're just going to chill out. Please go give Amanda's 98 Pandas and Shadow SP follows. They're also both really fun Nancy Drew game fans as well. And yeah, thank you both for sharing your communities here and bringing them here to hang out tonight. It's always a pleasure. And just thank you so much again. Guava, I love that emote. It's so cute. And yeah, let's just hang out and have fun. So we're gonna jump back in and thank you again. So one more time, viewer discretion is advised. There is some segments in this game that portray blackface, so once again, viewer discretion is advised. It's important to have these conversations because, you know, this is what's not okay in video games. It's not okay to have racism like this in video games. So I think it's a great conversation starter, and I think it's a great thing to reflect on and just talk about, to have these kinds of impactful conversations. So we're gonna jump back in.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my center of
Nancy, I can't see my game. Okay. So this is the book exchange, providing a second home for the slightly used. Preface. All right, what kind of voice should I go for? I'll just go for like an older voice. Or just my regular voice. In 17th century Spain, Captain General Juan Ignacio de Santa Ana Domingo. That's a really cool name. Imagine like attendance at school and the teacher's reading the names and the teacher is just like, is Juan Ignacio de Santa Ana Domingo here? You just see one kid in the very back of the room being like, me. Known to sailors simply, was something of a celebrity. Known to sailors simply as El Toro, he was the Spanish royalty's go-to guy when it came to transporting exceptionally valuable cargo from present-day Central America back to Spain. Not only was he an expert navigator, but he was a gifted tactician when it came to naval warfare. He was adept at eluding and, when necessary, defeating the pirates who often pursued his ships. He was also very handsome. He had very big biceps. He was sexy, and he happened to bring on many, very big burly men that were also very, very sexy. He always kept a male partner as well. And they were all roommates. And they were all roommates. Cuckoo is having none of your... He's not. And they were all roommates on this ship together. By 1665, he and the 7 majestic galleons under his command had become legendary. Not only did he have one partner, he had 6 other partners. He and his 7 other partners, all burly, sexy, handsome men with big biceps, and they were all roommates. But 4 years later, as the summer in the New World came to a close, the legend took a tragic turn. Anchored in the port of Portobello, like a mushroom, El Toro abruptly ordered his 7 Virtues fleet to set sail for Spain despite the increasingly bad weather and reports that infamous privateer Henry Morgan was in the area. Turns out that Henry Morgan was one of his ex-boyfriends, or should I say ex-roommates, an ex-roommate of his, that he had some tragic drama with in the past. The cargo he was transporting must have been extraordinarily precious for him to take such a risk, one that unfortunately proved disastrous. No one knows which the fleet encountered. Henry Morgan, the ex-boyfriend, or the hurricane which devastated the Caribbean islands days later, or perhaps both. But this much is known: El Toro, his crew, and the entire 7 Virtues fleet were never seen again. As with the Nuestra Senora de Atocha of the Tierra Firme fleet a half-century before, all had disappeared without a trace.
Jimmy, stop hitting your sister.
Candy Girl says, Joe, you need to create this roommate situation on The Sims. That would be amazing. Or even Sea of Thieves. Yeah. And so somewhere hidden in the depths of the glinting blue waters of the Caribbean rest the remains of El Toro's galleons, and a treasure so valuable that scores of men lost their lives trying to protect it. Its precise whereabouts remains a mystery, but someday some gay lucky soul with big biceps and a burly body and a handsome man, perhaps armed with only scuba gear, a metal detector, and shovel, will find it. Someday El Toro will be a celebrity once again. Meanwhile, Nancy reading this is like, ha, joke's on them, because it's gonna be me. Nancy's like, yas, it's me. Nancy's like, I ruined it.
Samantha, this is Justin.
Here we go!
Thanks for the redemptions, Rubber Duck, and their hydration from Candy Girl is brought to you by Ice Mountain Water.
Justin, meet Samantha.
I know the birds in these games are always like ridiculous. They just love to talk.
How's it going?
I need a 9-volt battery. Have you come across any?
I'll keep my eyes open, but you may be out of luck.
Have you by any chance seen the key to the shed outside?
I've seen a key. I'm not sure if it's the key. Here, try it and see if it works.
Thanks.
Anything else?
I love
That's all I got for
George's
now.
line there.
Good luck.
She's like, I've seen a key. I'm not sure if it's the key. You should, if someone ever asks you to find something and you have it, like, Joe, do you have those glasses? I have some glasses, but I'm not sure if it's the glasses. Here. Or like, at Starbucks, the drink. I have a drink here. I'm not sure if it's the drink, but here. I have a phone, but I'm not sure if it's the phone, but here. I have a mug, but I'm not sure if it's the mug, but here. I have some Italian hands, but I'm not sure if it's the Italian hands, but here. Pretty good. I had a steak and firecracker corn and brown sugar baked beans, so thank you, George. That's awesome. We want the sunglasses and the kaleidoscope lenses. That would be amazing. I have a key, but I'm not sure if it's the key. Directions for use. Each of the 6 batteries in a cart must be filled to precisely 100 milliliters. One press of the button dispenses 60 milliliters of water equally into any open tubes. The flow of water to individual tubes can be turned on and off by flipping the tube's switch. The water reservoir contains 300 milliliters of distilled water. Oh my gosh. Since when is this so difficult? The bird said, Justin meet Samantha. Justin and Samantha from... Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Must be where they store the sales.
I didn't even think about that, Candy Girl. That's a huge continuity. I'm telling you. I am telling you. You know, the amount of continuity references this game has is ridiculous. I'm telling you, this game got canned, and there's so many continuity lore references going on here, and it's just sad. It's just sad. Chloe says they use birds to give out inside jokes the same way I use whiteboards. Oh, it's so funny. Alright, so which flags do we got? I just closed it. Alright, let's see. So we got the flag that's red and yellow. Red and yellow. 7 is the first one. The second one is the one that's like 4 colors. Okay, 9. The next one is like a blue moon symbol. 2. Alright, what's next? We got the one with the 0. 0 is next. And then finally we got the red with the white cross. 4. 79204. Shadow, the game got discontinued because it has racist portrayals of blackface. So unfortunately, it got canceled for that reason. But you can still get the game not digitally. You can still get the game via a physical CD disc. I have not seen the game on any archive websites though or anything. Alright, we got the sales. Yeah, you can buy the game on eBay. People sell it on eBay. I did send a request to Her Interactive to just like I don't think it's gonna happen, but I did say like why not just make the game free, and just put a big disclaimer. But they said like I never got a response. So I'm just it's so I think that it's one of those situations where you're either gonna have to just find a CD copy, or you're just gonna have to like just do what you can because unfortunately, yeah, I'm playing it on Steam. I'm playing the Steam version. 3 of my Nancy Drew game friends have it. Candy Girl, I did see the sauna sign, and I'm telling you, it's disappointing. I wish they would have included more locations. There's the sauna. And is that from White Wolf Bicycle Creek? I think it's an Easter egg. Alright, I'm going to save the game. Because this part of the game is dangerous. If you leave, this is what happens. Oh, wait. You have to actually, like, use the machine. Okay. So if you try to leave, this is what happens.
The question is, will it start?
The good news, you didn't burn your hands when the battery blew up. Bad news, you burned them when you tried to put out your hair. My sister and I own the disc, and then I was late to the party. I got all the copies except this one. Yeah, Rubber Duck. You can still get them, this game, you can still get this game on eBay. That's what I recommend you do. Just get it on eBay if you really want to complete your collection. It's unfortunate, but like I don't know any other way to get it. Okay, so 45 plus 60 is 105. 60 divided by 2 is 30. 45 plus 30 is 75. No. 60 divided by 3 is 20. 60 divided by 4 is 15. 45 plus 15 is 60. 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so for the 45, what we need to do is... we need to bring water into all 4 of these. Oh, shoot. Yeah. And then for the 60, what we need to do is... Oh, here we go. Well, at least you have the physical version. That's all you need. That's really all you need. Or and if you need a disc reader, Best Buy sells them for like $30. You can get a Best Buy sells CD drives, external USB ones for $30. Okay, so 60 divided by 2 is 30. 60 divided by 3 is 20. So 70, 80, 90, 100. So if we do just 3 of them, 40, 50, 60. Okay. Let's do these 3. And then we'll do that. That brings it to 100, so we'll close it. And then these 3, 60 divided by 3, 60 divided by 3 is 20. So 80, 90, 100. So I think we should do that. And then we'll close it. I think we're gonna go over. Yeah, we went over. Damn it. Okay, let's try that again. Damn it. Okay, so we're giving 15 to this one. And then if I do this and then because 60 divided by 3 is 20. So if we do that, then we'll give this one 100. And then if we close that off and then do these 3, let's see. So 60 divided by 3 again is 20. So, but 60 divided by 2 is 30. So if we close off this one and then give the 30, because 60 divided by 2 is 30. So if we do 2 slots, they will both receive the 30. So they both are 100. And then finally this one will get the full 60, because 60 plus 40 is 100.
That should do it.
Perfect. We got it. Welcome on in, Pub Crash. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the lurk. Hope you're having a great night. So now, as you can see here, we officially got the golf cart working. So Nancy can officially bump into trees and hurt herself with the golf cart. So we're officially mobile. So according to what the kidnapping note said, we have to go to Shark Cove, but George last saw Bess at Sangre Beach. So we're gonna make our way to Sangre Beach. I'm not sure where Sangre Beach is. I like how there's just a sign on the ground that's just completely... Yeah, I love the view. People did not like the third-person perspective, but I liked it. I like the third-person perspective. I don't mind it. Thanks for the lurk, Shadow. I really appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to make our way to Sangre Beach. Here it is. Okay, so here's Sangre Beach, and there's Bess's golf cart, which she was last seen here. Yeah. So I love how beautiful. Look at that boat, by the way. That boat looks so pretty. So this is where Bess last was before she disappeared. Which means
Bess?
Yeah.
Bess?
This reminds me of Luigi's Mansion, where Mario is like, Mario. Fear Fantasy says, reads the title, Fear Lurks, Nancy Drew, the sudden case of fear lurking. That's awesome. Guava's like, Jason. So there's Bess's flip-flop.
Whoa!
And now Nancy's upside down. By the way, once again, viewer discretion is advised. In this specific portion of the game is where we meet Johnny Roll. So this is the character in the game that is portraying blackface. So,
Excuse me, giant human person, but you seem to be...
so viewer discretion is
are ya?
advised.
My name's Nancy Drew.
What are you doing here?
I'm looking for someone.
The voice
a
actor
friend,
sounds familiar.
Bess Marvin. She disappeared last night.
There is no Bess Marvin here.
Look, do you think you could let me down? It'd be a whole lot easier to talk if the blood weren't rushing to my head. Ow!
Sorry.
Again, I wish that he would have been a separate character. Like,
But that's her shoe and the golf cart she was driving. Are you sure you didn't see the people who kidnapped my friend?
I was fishing last night, far down the beach. I
That's what I
see no
thought. You're right, Gilba.
kidnappers. I hear no kidnappers.
so he wears the wig, and then I don't know if he has makeup on, but I mean, it looks kind of like makeup, or maybe it's just the shade he's under. I really don't know. But yeah. So, let's see. Didn't you look around after you saw our golf cart? Is there anyone else here with you?
Is there anyone else here with you?
There is no one. I am by myself.
What did you say your name was again?
My name is Johnny Roll. I am from Kingston, Jamaica. I have come here to fish and to be alone. When I'm tired of fishing and being alone on this island, I will go to another. That is my story. There is no more to say.
Oh my gosh, you know what Her Interactive should have done, which I don't think they would have done, but imagine if Johnny Roll was actually like Johnny Roll, and the Australian guy was a separate character, and they made Johnny Roll and the Australian guy a gay couple. Or, like, roommates. They were roommates. I think it would have been so cool if they would have done something like that. Like, if they would have made Johnny Roll and the Australian guy, which we're going to see later, if they would have made them roommates. that would have been, like, a really cute idea. That would have been really endearing. And then, like, they could have been, like, a really cute gay couple. I don't know. There was so much, like, missed potential they could have done here. That's really disappointing. I definitely want to see Nancy's reactions to him, but we really don't get to hear her. We don't get to hear. We have Nancy's notebook though. Nerdy Horoscope redeemed Italian hands. Here's your Italian hands.
What are you doing, by the way?
I am repairing the motor of my boat. The monkeys on the island like to steal things. What they cannot steal, they destroy. One day I find them in my boat, tearing up whatever they can. As I am chasing them away, one bites me. These monkeys are dangerous. They have ruined the motor of my boat. I cannot go anywhere until it is fixed. That is why I set the snare to catch them before they
Is
do
it
more
really
damage.
the Candy Girl?
Why do you ask
Wow.
all these questions?
I never knew that.
I'm just nosy.
I come here because I do not like nosy people. There are other people on the island as well.
There are? Where are they? Who are they? Tell me everything you know.
I only see them sometimes when I
I know,
fishing.
it's kind of a bad
Always
accent too.
from a distance, moving through the trees. 3, maybe 4 men. They do not bother me, I do not bother them. But if this changes, as you saw, I am ready for them.
What about a phone or a two-way radio? Do you have one?
I have none of these things. You go now. I can tell you nothing more, nor can I help you.
I'll go, but I'll be back. You can pretty much count on it.
Do as you like.
Even the original, like, lines of Johnny Roll, like, they don't even seem like they add up. Like, I don't know. I feel like Her Interactive struggled with here's my, like, now that I'm playing the game and I'm, like, really, like, hyper analyzing it, I wonder if Her Interactive themselves struggled with the direction of where to make this game go, and because of timeline constraints, they just kind of like move things around a bit. But like, even this initial conversation doesn't even make sense. If they really wanted a Jamaican character, they should have just gotten a Jamaican. They really should have, Wabo. They should have. I do like the way they animated his camp, though. Like, his camp looks really cool. Like, again, like, I really love... Oh, look, it's the lizard from Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. Like, you can tell they really put a lot of thought and effort into the aesthetics. Like, you can really tell this is a tropical mystery, and that it's very thought out as a tropical mystery. But it's just sad because they, you know, they screwed up the character. And it's just, I think it might be Guava, because they really were inspired by Lost. They really were inspired by the TV show Lost. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to make my way to the next beach, which is this one right here. It's Shark Cove Beach. And this is the reason why it's called Shark Cove, because the look at all the birds up there. The little rock here looks like a shark on it. And I just love, again, I love the graphics. I love how cute this game looks. Like, it's just a really, like I said, it's a very well-designed game. I mean, they really did a really good job with the graphics and the designs. I mean, this is really cute. I mean, for what they could have done. And then look right here, Matt and Kyler forever. They even have a reference to Nancy Drew Haunting of Castle Malloy right here. So, like, they really went all in on the design.
I'm not going to be able to dig anything up without a shovel.
So we're going to need a shovel, and I don't know where to find the shovel yet, so we're going to have to come back. Does Nancy have any observations? She does. Let's see. Some guy from Jamaica named Johnny Roll is camping out on the beach where Bess has disappeared. He says he didn't see or hear a thing, even though her shoe and her golf cart were right there. Talk about your prime suspects. So yeah, she does talk about Johnny Roll, but I don't know. She kind of dismisses it like pretty quickly. Candy Girl says there are so many things about the game that I love, and it makes me sad because there is also so much wrong with this game. I agree, Candy Girl. I mean, this isn't. I don't think it's a bad Nancy Drew game in terms of like puzzles and the creativity and the references. I mean, this is a pretty good Nancy Drew game when it comes to the amount of thought and amount of design put into it. They just screwed up like some really big plot points, and I mean, it just, you know, it just sucks. Like they should not have done what they did. I mean, I feel like if Her Interactive were still like the original Her Interactive, I feel like what they would have done was they would have retconned a lot of it and then like remade a Nancy Drew Ransom of the Seven Ships. But I don't think they're gonna do that. It's not the same Her Interactive that it used to be. It's not. Start below the W and take 3 paces to the south. So we're making our way towards the W. There's a W over there. Okay. So, and take 3 paces to the south. So now what we need to do is, it's times 1. So 3 times 1 is 3. That was 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take a picture of this because it'll be easier for me to just take a picture of it. And then I can use my iPhone's mock-up program where I can like cross off the stuff with the pen. Okay. Okay, there we go. So let's see. This is done. This is done. Now we're on 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that one's done. 3 times 3. So for those who have no idea what's going on, if you look at the object Nancy is standing next to, there's 3 branches. So in the note that we got, we're on the 4th. So we're on the 4th piece right here. It says times 3. It's multiplication. So you do 3 times 3, which is 9, and then you go the opposite direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're on 5, which is times 1, so we go up 2. 1, 2. Now we have 6, which is times 3. Well, 6 times 3 is 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I'm wrong. It's 1 times 3. 1 times 3 is 3. 1, 2, 3. And then there's a 3. So it's 3 times 7 is the 7th step is 3. So 3 times 5 is 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The 8th one is a 1, so you have to go 4 paces to the left. 1. The 9th is 3, so 3 times 2 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 10th is a 3, so 3 times 4 is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 11th is a 1, so we're going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 12th is 2, so 2 times 3 is 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 13 is a 1, so 1 times 4 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 14 is 2, so 4 times 2 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then finally 15, which is 1, so 2 spaces. 1, 2. Let's get our shovel and let's dig. Oh, let's dig. How do you dig? How do you dig? Right click to dig or fill holes. I'm digging. Solving the puzzle was digging. I think I overshot. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Yay, we did it. Okay, we did it. And everything is written in codes. Oh no. Okay, let's see. Once you get... Alright. Thanks, Candy Girl. We did it. Alright. Let's... we have to do a puzzle like this. So, this is going to be hard. Because there's no quick translate. And they make you do all of it. Which is kind of a pain, but... This game is very puzzle heavy. Guava's Redemption of Hydrate is brought to you by Ice Mountain Water. And thank you, Guava. Yes, we're wearing sunscreen. Not like last time. Okay, let's see. If the something of maybe? No. If the something... Is it... Is it light? Night. No, that wouldn't work. I was thinking like in the dead of night, but I don't think that's right. These decoder puzzles are fun. I agree with you, Guava. Okay. While in the something of night with something W. That's an A. Wailing and waited out. These are hard. Cat is yes, Cab we are. We are. Managed. This is the canceled game. So viewer discretion is advised. In the something of night with, is it Hurricane? Hurricane? Yeah. With hurricane winds, okay. S8 5 ships. What am I missing? In the black of night, with hurricane winds wailing and giant waves pounding, I ordered my fleet to change course and make for land. But with this island in sight, the Cardad foundered and disappeared into the sea, while the Castadad was ablaze when lightning ignited her sails and sank amid the smoke and flames. The remaining 5 ships managed to reach the island where we dropped anchor and waited out the tempest. Wait, I thought... Did we solve it? Kenny Girl, do you know if Nancy lets us know if we solve it, or am I missing something? Did I miss something? Or do we just have to keep solving it? The Cardad foundered. I think I did it right, though. Everything looks spelled right. Cardad does sound weird. The Carry Dad, but I mean, Hurricane. Everything is spelled right. It's all spelled right. Yeah, I don't know. We'll move on to the next one. Is it the? Candy Girl said it's right. Okay, thanks, Candy Girl. I appreciate it. The... So right now I'm just kind of guessing, to be honest. You mean lights, camera, curses? The fight. I think it's the fight. As maybe. I think I'm screwing this up really bad. I feel like it has to be the. Maybe. Because there's no other 3. I mean, there's this. This could be the. No, that doesn't seem right. I think... Yeah, I know, right, Cad? Back when I played this game, I was a freshman in high school. And I liked it. I mean, I liked it, but it stressed me out. It really stressed me out, too. Because it's a hard puzzle, and they don't give you a quick solve. So you're kind of just stuck. So I don't think that's right. They could be at. It could be it. Okay, this is starting to look more filled out, kinda. Maybe. What is it? Is it B to B? Are these a different code? I don't think it is, Guava. I don't think it is. I'm not sure. I think that's an of. B by. Okay, it is light. The light of something. Only of. The only hope. We? No, it's not we. The only hope. Yeah, me too. I think they're different too. It is my... Of course, you know what? Of course they're making us Dakota gay men's, a gay pirate captains. Let's see. The light of something. Only something of my men is... Not one of my ships is salvageable. None shall ever pass. That's the we. We are ship WRECKED. Yeah, exactly, Guava. I think in this one they change it. The light of dawn revealed catastrophic damage. Only a third of my men survived. Worse, not one of my ships is salvageable. None shall ever sail again. We are shipwrecked. The only hope we have of ever leaving this accursed place is to be seen by a passing ship, lest it be a pirate ship. I have undertaken to hide our cargo as a loyal servant of the king. It is my duty. This is the last page. The last page. We made it to the last page. The... No, I don't think that's the... Are you the... Or are you the... No, that wouldn't make sense. It's E8. I know. I was trying to think the same thing. Welcome on in, Kites. Can we get a shout out for Kites, please? Thank you. 8. Maybe. Let's see. I feel like this puzzle is very much trial and error. Like, it's a lot of trial and error. Let's see. O something HE. I don't think that's a word. So, I don't think it's the... I don't think this is a word. So, I think I'm gonna... How are you, Kites? No, you're just smart. I know, right? No, this is a hard puzzle. If we... Some of them have like a one letter... Like, T can't be a letter of its own, so it could be A. Like, and. Let's see. But this could also be and. Let's see. Maybe. Find. Find it in this. Yeah. Okay, I think we're getting closer to figuring it out. Yeah, it really takes a lot of logic and like trial and error. With. Thanks, Kites. I really appreciate that. What have you been playing recently, Kites? I didn't get a chance to see the shout out. What are you playing? Dead by Daylight. Nice. Did you hear about the Monster Minty raided me and he was playing the dating sim. I was like, what? There's a dating sim? It's amazing. Amazing. SH shall be 7 ships SHIP set sail and 7 pieces shall open the seal. I have TAS tasted? No, I have TAS tasted each of the surviving. I don't know. I have tasked, not tasted, tasked. Oh, I want to try Stray. I really, really want to try Stray really bad. I have tasked each surviving ship's crew with hiding a single item. Its location known only to them, and to me securing the treasure itself shall be my task alone. I write in English so that no one here with me will know how to find it. In this manner, any attempt to force the location of the treasure from my men will be fruitless. 7 ships set sail, and so 7 pieces shall open the seal. I have tasked each surviving ship's crew with hiding a single item, its location known only to them and to me. Securing the treasure itself shall be my task alone. I write in English so that no one here with me will know how to find it. In this manner, any attempt to force the location of the treasure will be my men and will be for this. Tasked. Yeah, TASK. Kenny girl, it didn't trigger though. Like Nancy didn't trigger. Nancy didn't say anything. So did it not work, Kenny girl? It's not telling me that I completed it. Did it screw? Like, is Nancy supposed to say something? Do you know, Candy Girl? I don't know what I'm doing. Did I spell something wrong? I think I got it. Should I try backing out? I'm gonna try backing out. I saved the game. Ugh. I'm gonna take pictures though, just in case. I'm taking pictures of the messages just in case. Because if Nancy has to reset this all over again, like, that's not gonna be good. I'm gonna be so upset if they did that. Alright.
These sections are still encoded, and in a very weird way.
Thank you.
Maybe I should keep my eyes peeled for something that will help me break the code.
I wish it was done automatically. Okay, so more of the journal is good to go, but we have to continue reading it. So we have to continue reading it, but there's more pieces that are... So this is not going to be used till the end of the game, I think.
I haven't done that. I haven't done that. I haven't done that.
By the way, Gooba and Jetpack have this really
Check.
funny YouTube video.
Did that.
Where...
Still have to do that.
Where Jetpack is like... Nancy Drew player 1. See if Johnny Guy will let me borrow his metal detector. Gotta do that. And then Jetpack is like, Nancy Drew player 2.
I haven't done that. All done. Did that. I haven't done that.
It is such a funny video, and I highly recommend going to Gooba and Jetpack's YouTube channel to watch it. It is so funny.
Can't check that off yet. All done. All done.
Nancy, what have you done? Let's see. Be on the lookout for fruit to feed the parrot. Locate a battery for the bat
Still
detector.
have to do that.
Find out the monkeys. Yeah, we have to go to the Monkey Research Center.
I haven't done that.
Yeah.
I haven't done that. Can't check that off yet.
All right, so we'll read this in a second. We'll come back and read it in a minute. So we're gonna go to the Monkey Research Center. And Mitra just rated me. Mitra. Thank you so much for the raid, Mitra. Okay, Mitra, you caught me at a really funny time because I'm going to the Monkey Research Center I'm gonna go there really quick, and then I'm gonna save, and then we're gonna have a dance party. Wait, no. You have to go this way. Mira, I'm gonna save, and then we're gonna do the dance party. It's funny because I haven't ever experienced chocolate blister. Wait, really, the Candy Girl? Did you ever play the? Wait, what do you mean you never experienced the checklist? Did you never use the checklist when you played? Also, hi Mira, thank you so much for bringing your community here. Okay, so here we are at the Primate Research Behavioral Center, which, by the way, isn't even a building. It's just like a place that's outside completely. I don't know. Welcome on Mira again. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. For those of you that are new to the Italian Gamer Joe channel, it is I, Italian Gamer Joe, your favorite Italian streamer. I'm a big Nancy Drew super fan. I've played the games tons of times over, and they're always a good time. Tonight we were playing Nancy Drew Ransom of the Seven Ships, which was a canceled Nancy Drew game. The game got canceled back in 2020 for its blackface portrayal that is racist. And one of the reasons why we are playing it tonight is because we want to start a conversation about what's not okay to do in video games. And there are so many ways Her Interactive could have made this game better, and they did not. And they decided in 2020 to just completely remove the game, and that made a lot of Nancy Drew game fans kind of uneasy, especially because this game does have a lot of continuity surrounding other Nancy Drew games. There's a lot of references to past cases. It's the first game that Bess and George have their official debut. And then going on a more like philosophical side of it, instead of should we erase history? If Her Interactive decides to cancel the game, are they just, shoving it under the rug so no one can see it? What is the more morally right thing to do? I mean, should they just cancel the game and like they did and just pretend like it doesn't exist? Or should they put a disclaimer, apology, which they did. Her Interactive did apologize. Should they have just, put a disclaimer on it, just saying like, hey, we had racist content in the game and we are really sorry about that. We're going to make the game free. That way they don't have to charge for it. Do something. I mean, so like it's, Guava says they removed it following the protests, though there was discourse prior to it all as well. Like, exactly, Guava. And, I think that this poses some very interesting, conversation, and I think it's important to be able to have these discussions, regardless if Her Interactive keeps the game canceled or brings it back with a for free stamp or something. I think it's important to have these conversations. I've been having conversations with Nancy Drew fans in the Clue Crew Discord and in multiple other communities, and the general opinion seems to remain that we don't want history to repeat itself. So I think it's important to be able to have these conversations, these impactful conversations, especially when it comes to video games and what's not okay. I mean, if Her Interactive made a homophobic Nancy Drew game, I think it would be important to still play the game and show people, like, hey, this is not okay to make a homophobic Nancy Drew game like this. So I think it serves as a good conversation and a good talking point for what's not okay in video games, what shouldn't be done, and again, viewer discretion is advised. Another thing too is I think it's interesting and fun being able to talk about how the game could have been better and what they could have done instead to make the game more inclusive. I already talked about how Johnny Roll could have been a gay character of his own with his Australian boyfriend, and they could have been, you know, a gay couple that were on the beach together, and they, you know, go to fish together, and they, you know, are away from the mainland and they're just there on vacation. Johnny Roll and the Australian person could have been like roommates. No, they could have been treasure hunters and their own separate characters. That way you keep Johnny who he is, and you keep the Australian person who he is, and they are separate characters. I even mentioned bringing back Dagny. They could have made Dagny a treasure hunter in this game, and then made her reappear again in Sea of Darkness as a second, like, you know, character that came back again. There's so much they could have done that they didn't do, and it's, I guess, the question that I keep leaving, I keep getting back to is why. Why did they combine the characters? Did no one think it was racist at the time? Like, was it really not? Did it really not cross anyone's minds at the time? I'm not sure. I really don't know. I know that Story Retold mentioned that they were trying to go for Lost. The TV show Lost back in 2009 was extremely popular. So there was a lot of conversation about how they were really trying to make the game look and feel like the TV show Lost. But they did backfire a little bit on some of that character progression. So, and you know what's funny is even before the talks about the blackface inclusion, a lot of people did not like this Nancy Drew game because there was no suspects. One of the biggest complaints from this Nancy Drew game is the lack of a suspect list. There's only one person on the entire island you can talk to besides George, and it's Johnny Roll. So people complained about that and said this is probably one of the worst Nancy Drew games of all time because of just how unlike Nancy Drew, it was such a departure from the Nancy Drew formula. So even the racism aside, people did not like this game because it was such a departure from the Nancy Drew formula when it came to interrogating suspects and then puzzles. It was a different kind of Nancy Drew game that kind of backfired, and there's just so much they could have done differently to make it better. And what makes it even more sad is that some of these puzzles are actually fun and actually charming. So there's kind of like a catch like 22 situation here, and it's just disappointing, I guess. But anyway, Mitra, thank you so much for the raid. We're gonna jump back in to Nancy Drew, and yeah, we're gonna just see how much farther we get before I raid out. So
Hi, I'm Nancy.
yeah, exactly. These monkeys, by the way, are so cute. These monkeys are adorable.
I would like to play a game. Would you?
Right, Mitra? Oh, I remember this one. Okay, so this one you have to match up the pieces. Oh, you picked the big one. Damn it.
That looks right.
He's picking the big pieces. Okay, let's see. He was like, I will fist fight these monkeys. That is too funny.
That looks right. That looks right.
So as you're about to see, we need to do this to you hate the monkeys. That's so funny. These monkeys are evil.
That looks right.
We won.
Bet I know who'd like that guava.
Okay, so we need this, by the way, so we need to beat the monkey twice. But we do need the guava. Guava, you're in this game. You're in this game, Guava.
Do you really know how to play a game?
Guava's like, what did she say?
Perfect.
That's awesome. I knew he was gonna pick that. I knew it. So there's a problem with picking this because you can't do any of the ones that are connected to it. He goes, says Guava is the racist game. The way they laugh at you, I know, right? These monkeys, the difficulty of these monkeys is a little
That should do it.
is a little jarring. They are infamously difficult. Like, Herderactive even admitted, I think, like that these monkeys are very, very difficult monkeys.
My turn.
Like, they really made them difficult to play against.
Now I go.
Guava says I save Bess single-handedly. You do, Guava. You do. I like the music in this game. The music in this game is cute. But they also make it evil when you have to face it off against these monkeys like a million times.
That looks perfect. Can't go there.
Me one again. There's a fish keychain. Oh, that's cute. Kansas her just wanted everyone to suffer. That's horrible. That is horrible. So you're saying that they did the racism, which is, by the way, not funny, but they did the racism, the hilariously bad, like, evil monkeys, the insanely difficult puzzles, just to beat you down, Cat? Is that what you're saying? That is not funny. That's horrible. Her just wanted everyone to suffer. Alright, let's see what else we can do.
Would you like to play a game?
I don't remember this game. Oh, this is like... Okay, I know this. This is like Freddy from... I don't remember this. I don't remember this whack-a-mole. I ran out of... Oh no, I ran out of coconuts. He beat me. Lame. I'm losing. The monster Sudoku. I know, right? We're tied.
Tie game.
We tied. And oh my gosh, tie game doesn't give you anything. Oh. Mitra says, the sailing, the rock climbing, nah, okay, I haven't felt the pain of a monster Sudoku. Kids a sadist and they enjoy it. F the monogram. I love the nonograms. Nonograms are my favorite puzzles. I love the nonograms.
Do you really know how to play a game?
The nonograms are my favorite. Oh, jeez. But this game in Sorrow made me question why these games are intended for... Yeah, they're not intended for children. Are they? Let's say, I thought they were intended for young adults. This board game, I'm already losing. I'm already losing at this board game. I feel like I'm playing Trouble. I know, right, Mira? This game is completely luck. You can't win. I mean, you're just clicking. You're just clicking. This game is completely luck. Imagine someone playing this being like, I love the trouble game you play with the monkeys, where you click the spinner that's randomized. And if you get this, you start back at the beginning. This is ridiculous. This game just like it's completely random. It's trouble. Oh my gosh. Oh, I won. I won. Okay, I'm taking the guava. Guava, you're coming with me. You're coming with me, guava. All right, we got ourselves two guavas. There is no strategy. It's completely randomized. I don't know how many guavas you need for Cuckoo. The guavas like take me with you. I don't know how many guavas you need though. All right, let's see. I would have loved if this was first person. I would have loved if they made this first person. Is there something in the grass here? Oh no, it's just a shortcut. That's all it is. Oh my gosh. Racist islands. I mean, right? Alright, so what do we have to do now?
Can't check that off yet.
Oh, I forgot we have to talk to Johnny.
Can't check that off yet.
And then the game, not only does the game have, golf karting, it has boating. You can take the boat. I don't know what this part on top means though. Like, what do you mean? But yeah, so this game literally has sailing. But if the wind is blowing a certain direction, you have to go in that direction, otherwise you're screwed. We're gonna stay though near the resort because we don't have any reason to sail yet. There's nothing really out there in the ocean yet that we can go find, but we're gonna have to go out there at some point. I thought so, Kenny girl. I knew it. I thought there was. I thought so. Okay, let's see.
Nancy Drew! Nancy Drew!
Hi, Cuckoo. Wow, what an elaborate perch.
Cuckoo love perch. Want to see a trick?
Sure.
A trick for a treat! A trick for a treat! Quid pro quo!
And by treat, you mean...
Fruit! Cuckoo wants fruit! 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 Fruit!
Okay, I get the picture. Just so we're clear, if I give you some fruit, you'll do a trick?
You got it, sister!
The parrot I knew back in England used to give me hints.
A hint for a treat! A hint for a treat! Now you're talking!
So, I give you some fruit, you give me a hint. Deal?
A deal's a deal. Fair is fair. A hint for a treat. Monkey see, monkey do.
Gosh.
I'll talk to you later, okay?
Find Bess.
Hey,
Find
Mitra,
Bess.
I don't have the higher or lower ready yet, so unfortunately I have to refund those points for now, but when I get it, I'll get it ready for next stream. So we'll refund those points for you until next time.
I found that bowl of guavas. But if you give one to that parrot, stand back. She loves them.
Guava. There's a bowl of guavas. Guava, that should be your profile picture on Discord. Just a picture of guavas. Like Mira has Miss Montague like in her face mask on. And Guava, this will be your profile picture. It's just the guavas. Guava's like, this is getting freaky. Amazing. Guava's like, this is insane. What is going on here? So no meat smashes keyboard. Oh man.
Who put that there?
All right, I think we've made significant progress for the beginning. Actually, no, we did not make significant we basically did we make progress? No, there's still quite a bit left. This is a long Nancy Drew game. This is not This is not a short one. There's quite a bit left for this one. Oops. But anyway, I want to start out by saying thank you everyone that came in tonight to play with me, to play Nancy Drew Ransom of the Seven Ships with me. It was a really good time, and thank you for the maturity in the stream when it comes to the content and what we were talking about. And I'm just really happy that we got the chance to have a genuine conversation. To have a genuine conversation and have a genuine reflection about the content, because this is a very, mature topic, and I'm glad that a lot of us, were able to be mature about it. And, we did have some genuine reflective conversations on stream about it. And while it is sad that Ransom of the Seven Ships did get canceled, at least we can use this as an opportunity to talk about it. And why did it get canceled? What could Her Interactive have done differently or done better? So I'm glad that we were able to have a decent conversation about it, and we can have a mature night about it. And it is a fun Nancy Drew game. I mean, it's not. In my personal opinion, I don't think it's the worst Nancy Drew game. I in terms of puzzles, and some of the puzzles in the game are very, very thought-provoking, and I will say that. Not all the puzzles are great, though. Some of the puzzles in this game are horrendous. But I really don't. I don't know. I have to really think about what my least favorite Nancy Drew game is. Yeah, that's a hard question. I have to think about it, to be honest. I like the pirate theme, and when I was back in 2009, when I was in high school playing this game, I think I beat this game 3 or 4 times. So I have experience playing this game, and I have experience solving these puzzles because I beat the game so many times. But I do recommend going to my YouTube channel. Guava linked it. I have a full rant where I literally talk about the top 10 things that this game could have done to been a better Nancy Drew game, and I highly recommend giving it a watch. It's just some ideas that I have on how this game could have been better. We're gonna raid Brontex. Brontex is playing Multiverse. He's a really nice guy, and his content and community are really nice people. I enjoy his content. I enjoy his company. And what makes him a really fun streamer is that he just is a very genuine guy and a genuine person to hang out with and talk to. So we're going to go ahead and raid him. But before we raid at all, I want to give a shout out to my book club. If you are a Nancy Drew game fan and you want to read the books, join my Discord channel and reach out to either me, the Candy Girl, Mitra, or Guava, and we can get you into our Nancy Drew book club. We have a Nancy Drew podcast where we review the Nancy Drew Diaries books. The most recent one we did, it was me, the Candy Girl, Guava, and Mitra, all reviewing Nancy Drew Diaries Curse of the Arctic Star. We plan to, all of us plan to review Nancy Drew Strangers on a Train next, and we're looking forward to that. But if you're looking for something to listen to while you're on the way to work or at the gym or in bed or something, feel free to check that out. But I'm very excited to start doing these Nancy Drew reviews. I also plan to do Nancy Drew game reviews as well. The next Nancy Drew game I'll be reviewing is Sea of Darkness. So that's in the pipeline as well. But yes, if you're looking for a new book club to be a part of, consider reaching out to one of us, and we'll give you the server link to our Nancy Drew book club community. So we're really excited for that. If you've been meaning to read more books over summer reading, then feel free to join us. We're a really nice group of Nancy Drew game superfans, and we love talking about the Nancy Drew books. So we're looking forward to that. I think I'm on book 5 already, or is it book 4? No, book 5, I think. Mitra is already on book 5 or 6, and yeah, so we're on a roll. But it doesn't matter if you want to just jump in and get started at book 1, that's totally fine. It's a place where you can geek out and use spoiler tags and talk about the Nancy Drew Diaries. I think there's there's 20 plus of them. So anyway, that's pretty much all the announcements that I have so far. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to raid Brontex, and yeah, let's get that raid started. Once again, I just want to say good night to all of you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to raid Brontex. Really nice guy. His community is really fun. Him and his girlfriend, Hammy, are so fun to talk to and hang out with. And Hammy tried playing Nancy Drew Warnings at Waverly Academy, and she had a fun time with it. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and hang out with Brontex tonight. But once again, thank you all so much for coming in. Thanks for hanging out with the Town Gamer Joe, and hope to see you all next time. Thanks, everybody. Ciao. Buona notte. Good night. Nice to see you all again. And yeah, Joe is signing out.